Is this show's recording?
Yeah, I heard it recording.
Perfect. Okay. So, how do you prefer to be addressed?
As in like,
Your pronouns, preferred
oh,
pronouns?
he, him.
What, he, him?
Yeah.
And what do you feel about the pronouns?
Uh, I mean, they're definitely, more of a topic now. I mean, definitely needed. Um,
Okay. What are some common misconceptions about the LGBT plus community that you'd like to dispel?
I think I'd say that, we're all, I mean, it's more the rhetoric the far left is kind of pushing. It's like they're all pedophiles. They're all, out to push their agenda on us. Like, and it's just because it's like, oh, there's one gay character in this movie, and all of a sudden we're forcing our lifestyle down their throat. When,
Yeah.
it's like, no, we've been watching, you know, straight people do this all our lives, and it didn't turn us straight.
Yeah.
It's not like something you can catch.
Okay. What do you think is the most pressing issue facing the LGBT plus community today?
General trans rights. That seems to be the bigger target that the conservatives and left-leaning politicians are kind of focusing on, or this trans woman is going to molest my daughter in the bathroom, when no, they just want to go pee.
Yeah. Have you experienced discrimination or prejudice because of your sexual orientation or gender identity?
Not that I'm able to really notice. I don't believe I have,
Yeah.
but I mean, it doesn't mean I haven't.
Have you witnessed other people?
um Not that I can think of. It's more people having difficulty with pronouns and saying it's like, oh, well, that's hard for me, so I'm going to screw it up, but not really taking any responsibility to try and correct it and better themselves about it.
Yeah. Perfect. How can allies best support the LGBT plus community?
I would say just letting other people know about these issues, about the issues and how it affects people, because a lot of times these, you know the how this affects the community is really just kind of kept more in the community, or just like seen by allies, friends, family of those people, but it doesn't really make it outside of that circle.
Yeah, would you say like also just acceptance of people and who they truly are?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that as well, but I mean, if we're already talking about the allies, then they're already kind of accepting them. But it's also more kind of sharing and bringing the issues to people outside of that immediate circle.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any resources or organizations that you can recommend for people who want to learn more about the LGBT plus community or get involved?
I mean, none that I'm personally aware of. I'm sure there's plenty here in Orange County, like with the different. I'd start maybe with like the group that organizes Orange County Pride or LA Pride, and just kind of, or groups like that, then just kind of move outward from there, because there'll be plenty of resources, at least links to, I would assume, from them. So start with your local pride organization and kind of see what they have.
Okay. What do you think is the most important thing for people to understand about the LGBT plus community?
I mean, we're just people too. It's not, we're not demons like we're made out to be.
Okay, how do you feel about the current state of LGBT plus rights in our society?
They're better than they were, but they're still not great.
Okay. Are there any misconceptions or stereotypes about the LGBT community that you would like to clear up? I feel like you already answered that kind of.
Yeah, I kind of already did answer that.
Yeah. Sorry, can you tell me about any important LGBT plus historical figures or events that I may not know about?
Uh, well, I don't necessarily know. Like, I know one person, like the Lady Chablis, is kind of more. She was a trans person, not a drag queen, and I think that's something that some people do um, make a incorrect assumption about.
Mm. What was her name?
The Lady Chablis.
Lady Chablis.
Yeah,
She is trans.
that is yeah, as far as I'm aware, yeah, she's not a drag queen, or was not a drag queen.
Okay. How did you discover your sexuality or gender identity?
Um, that's a hard one.
You saw men in Speedos and you're like, oh yeah. Just
I
kidding.
mean, essentially, like the underwear aisle at, like, you know, at Macy's and things like that.
I mean, would you just want to tell me when you found out that you were gay? Like
Uh,
when you want to tell me?
I mean, I kind of it, like one of my mom's good friends slash roommates was gay, and so I mean, it was never like and a couple of actually her friends were, gay, so it was always kind of something that was there in my periphery. So it was one of those things where it was just like, okay, kind of putting two and two together slowly.
Yeah, when did you do that? Like
I think
officially,
I
when did
was
you come out?
11, maybe, when I first admitted it to myself.
Perfect. Okay. What makes you most proud about your community?
That they will get together and band together, for standing up for something. Like for the whole Prop 8, you know, crap that went down. It's, when it affects a lot of, the community on whole, they will stand up and get out there, get the word out, and try and bring as much attention to an issue as possible.
Yeah. So there's never been family member that's treated you different?
No.
Do you wear any LGBTQ plus clothing? Or
Like,
do you shop with any businesses that are LGBT plus ran?
I mean, if you're wearing anything high fashion, then the answer there is yes.
And I already asked what you think is the biggest stigma in your community.
Yes.
I did, okay. Well, then that's kind of it for all my questions.
All right.
I so appreciate your